I don't speak to you as person. I speak to you as consciousness and as presence. When I speak to you as presence, if I speak to you as a person, I know I would burden you because you cannot change. When I speak to you as consciousness, because you understand your light is switched on. It is the difference. If I don't want to speak to anybody as person, it's too much work to speak as a person. But when I speak to you as consciousness, you simply understand, and grace is released there already. It's the reminder that comes, it's a different realm, a different way of understanding. The person is donkey work. It's donkey work. But when you speak to the consciousness and it understands again, immediately the light goes. So don't listen with a person's ears. Listen with the ears of consciousness, like that. I only call you, this is why I say I don't want to teach anybody anything, you see. And we're just opening the curtain, you see. Because one is studying, and another one surpasses that one, knowing nothing at all. You see? So I am happy that you speak like that and you say, yeah, because it feels like I am powerless, But you as what is powerless? You see? You're not powerless to understand, and this is your great power, because most ignorance comes out of misunderstanding. You see? Then on top of this grows arrogance. Then this is different. But once you've understood and you came because your heart longs for the truth. You see, I've seen, and what tends to happen, I will tell you what happened, is that the people, they have something inside, which is either maybe a kind of a resentment, and they isolate themselves from the group or something. Like something, they do this. And that movement already starts to grow and create more separation, more wedges to go inside there. Or somebody come and they think that they're more special than other people or something. And so they preserve this thing inside. Or someone come, but what they really, really want when they're doing their sadhana, when they're looking in their inquiry, they see that basically they have a strong need to have a family. Okay? Nothing wrong with family. But then this thing came up as a resistance to your seeing. Like, if I became awake in the way, I will never have a family. No, that's not true. But that comes out, and you purchase this. And so that's what you register inside, and that's the game you're going to play, and that's the battle you're going to fight. If you follow what I'm speaking like this. We're holding on to some notions which are not true and protecting them. And so they grow inside, and not in the reality that they are, because, so it's not, anything. I don't see anything in itself bad. The other day I was talking about it like this, because, people, they say, like even sex and all that. How can it be bad? There's one community we saw in America now when I was there some years ago, and they say this is a community, they didn't believe in sex and people and none of this stuff. And where are they? There's nobody around anymore. Of course, they run out. What are they going to be? You see? So how can life, was that God's idea, by the way? In a way, maybe you can say, to demonstrate something. So it's not the thing in itself, but what it becomes to represent for you. This is inside the game of transcendence, that something takes on a magnitude that it need not be so much of a big deal. And that grows. So in a way we cultivate that. So how do you uncultivate that? Through understanding and somehow through recognizing again. Sometimes things get exposed, and right there something begins to depart from it. It starts to lose its power. Meaning that you're not feeding it. You're not protecting. When you protect, you feed. Because this seed grows even when you sleep. But the moment you are again clear, immediately you are set free. Not, okay, if you keep this up for another 6 months. No, immediately as you drop it, you are in freedom. This is the power of true sadhana that arises through understanding. You see, not through, I do, keep do. Yes, that's also part of something. So I don't feel that it is to watch for a kind of complacency. Because these forces, they gather around you and they collect a lot of dust. You see? So just be aware of this. Yeah, not panic. Oh my God, I've got to look for the devil. No. if you pay attention to my central pointing, which in every sentence it is there, stay as the self. Then I don't have to give you, 2, 3 more medicine. I like it in India when I see one medicine for everything. I love this type of medicine. It's not true in that way. I know it's not true. Okay, but I like the concept, and I like this feeling. One medicine for everything. This is true. Stay as the self. Once you understand what it means, there's many people that don't know what it means. Stay as the self, just think stay as your ego, basically. Once you've understood this in your heart, then you don't have to go and pick up techniques and strategies and all this. Somehow you stay as a self, and somehow you see immediately this thing is an illusion. You see that was just an illusion developing into a delusion. That's all you see. And it's finished. It's finished. Right there, it's finished. Why? Because it never really started, It's only got a kickstart because you believe in it. Many of you know this now, that many things you see, when you actually look at them, they don't exist actually. It's just somehow you have created a relationship with a certain kind of thought, and it began to solidify through the power of your interest and your identity. That is all that happened. And now it may take some time for this to kind of break up and to be free.
When this clear seeing came, it's like nothing of this world. And something feels really vulnerable, and so much identity comes, and identity, like subtle and subtle, still forms itself, and something wants to hold to it. But by your talk, I just look at this something that wants to hold to identity, and it's not me. Thank you so much.
Yes. You have to look, because your place is to look and prove within your own self. Exercise your own power. I show you the power in you already, and that each one of you have the power to bring a chaotic state of mind again into silence and peace. What a wonderful power. And where can you go in the executive world? You find the people who can bring that. Some people, they can. They know how. Even in that climate, to drop everything and just find a place which is no effort. You see? Yeah? But everyone here know what this power is, you see. How do you do this? The mind is thrashing about. How it's shaking. The leaves on the tree of the mind is shaking like a tsunami. But something inside stays put with the attention, and this tree become quiet. Even you're not waiting for it to be quiet now. You're not wanting for it to be quiet. You're not praying for it to be quiet. You simply stay as the self. Stay as the self. Don't become anything. Don't fight anything. Don't win anything. Don't lose anything. Stay as the self. Boom. Finish. If you're going to fight, you need sword. You need arrow, you need gun, you need all these things. Yeah? You stay as yourself, you need nothing at all. You need nothing. Isn't it? You need nothing at all. And immediately watch how this world is transformed. Because the world is nothing other than the reflection of your own psyche. If you are at peace within yourself, you bring peace to your world. I don't know what human being can change this planet with their action. By themselves, nobody. But when you are free, it sends a signal in the human kingdom. It is possible. Understand? You don't get that through reading a book. You get that by meeting someone whose presence radiates that and speaks to you. It is possible to be free. Yeah. Because many people have read the books, they've heard and said, yes, yes, I understand it intellectually. Blessed is the one whose life is the evidence of virtue. You see? And you are this true. So either you give birth to the person, to the presence, or you completely jump out of the whole thing altogether. No, only the unspeakable remain in you. Still this body function, you still eat your popcorn, you still go about stuff like that, but you don't know how things happen at all. This is the sublime one. You are not one who is steering life, guiding life, controlling life, not at all. You are one with the unfolding stream. You're one with it. You don't even know the concept, what it means, one, nothing, nothing at all. So the mind cannot grasp him. He says, no, but how can this fool? He doesn't know anything at all. What gives him the right to be happy? How can he be so happy? He's got nothing with him. I have a Lamborghini, I'm not happy. I have 15-bedroom house, I'm not happy. I've got millions, I'm not happy. Look at this guy, has got nothing at all. What the hell is he laughing about? Why is he so happy? Thank you.
Thank you.